What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. And today we're building around one of the foundation rares that we haven't tried out yet, Drakehatcher. This is 1 in a blue for a 1/3 human wizard with both vigilance and prowess. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put that many incubator counters on it, or incubation counters. Remove 3 incubation counters from it and create a 2/2 blue drake creature token with flying. Now the important thing to note is that I misread this at first. It's not when he deals damage he gets a counter. He gets counters equal to how much damage he dealt. So if we've prowessed him a couple times, or some other pump spell, he's going to get enough counters all at once to make a drake, maybe 2. But so this was our starting point. And we're going to throw it in with a bunch of other prowess stuff, which is sort of the obvious place to put them. So the only other actual creatures in the deck, 4 Monastery Swiftspear and 4 Stormcatch Mentor. And while not actually creatures, we will have some friends to make. We've got 4 copies of Stormchaser's Talent and 4 copies of Otterball Antics, both of which are going to give us 1/1 creatures with prowess. Now, of course, we need spells to trigger the prowess and to help these guys get through. So we've got a little bit of removal, 2 lightning strikes, 4 burst lightning, 2 unsummon, 4 Into the Flood Maw. Then once in a while we'll need to make our guys bigger in combat, so we've got 4 Monstrous Rage. And once in a while we'll need to protect one of our guys, so we've got 2 copies of Shore Up, along with 11 each of Island and Mountain. And that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe, and I'll see you over there. This looks keepable, so we will press keep. Alright, they're ramping. Get in for one. That's a Hydra. Send everything. If they block, we can take it out with the Monstrous Rage. If they don't, we'll let them build up during their turn and then Flood Maw it back to their hand. Spelunking. Pick it up. Pond Profit. Can do. Mentor. Talent. Come over for 6. And the turn. Cornucopia for them. What else you got? There's that Hydra again. Not that we're surprised, we kind of expected him. So let's Antics and get ourselves some prowess triggers. Send everybody we can. Do some raging. And that'll wrap it up. Keep this one. Make the hatcher. Beanstalk. Sure thing. Otterball. Let's go ahead and go all in with this. That's going to let us make 2 drakes. Torch that one, which is fine. We got a replacement one at the ready. Flash back the Antics, which is going to let us get in for 7, hopefully. Oh, they're going to whale the token, so we'll get in for 5. The hatcher is set up again. Ready to do that hatching thing. Ill-timed explosion. Gonna wipe our board. Hatch again. More beans. Get in for 1, maybe. Wheel it up top. They have stopped our momentum a little bit. Three steps. All right. Some beanstalk draws. Extra card for them. Bounce spell for us. We're drawing all our stuff for the little creature decks. And not the stuff that matters in this matchup. They get a whale, some life, and 2 cards. And the best we could do is bounce it back into their hand. So I think we're going to call this one. We got our dudes, we got our lands, we just need some spells. And no spells means the duress whiffs. That is good for us. Start by getting in for one. Try the Hatcher. Go for the throw down our Swiftspear before we can attack with. We got another removal spell over here. Do. Mentor into an Otterball. Get in for two. Have two bodies. Discarding a card. He's going to be that one. I think, well... Trying to auto pay wrong. Don't do that. I want this thing. And this thing. No attacks. We'll see about next turn. Maybe we can bounce it out the way. It being the investigator. And get in for a decent chunk. Liliana comes out. That's not who we wanted to see.
And you think you can win?
Sacrifice a creature. We're okay with that right now.
Personal space.
So let's put you back in hand. And that's all we needed. We don't even get to attack Liliana. Opponent is on the play. Let's see if a single mentor can go the distance for us. I have faith in you, little guy. I don't have faith in the opponent showing up. There they are. Look at that. You don't have to do it alone. Beanstalks. Start with you. See if we can draw out a removal spell with the Mentor before we commit the Hatcher. See what they've got for us. And they're not instantly going land into cover up, so I don't know if they're thinking or if they had to step away. Worm. Worm, you say? That's the Shieldred. Let's make a stop on our turn so we can unsummon that before anything crazy happens. They cut down our otter, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Shoot them with burst lightning so we can get the hatcher up to 3. Be able to make a dude off of it. Pass it back. Another land for them. They're putting in thought again. Trailblazer gets suspended. Make our little Drake. Get in for 3. All the burst lightnings and not so many mountains. It's a little bit awkward. So they're at 6 mana, possibly going to 7. So they could definitely have a haymaker of some sort here. Shieldred. Indeed. Trailblazer. That can happen too. But we're going to get him off the board before anything happens. And by that I mean before he gets the play something that will give him that draw trigger. Yes, I think we are outmatched at this point. And what's the best we could do here? Be block and shoot something. The other two would still get through, yeah. They got us. We can try this. Start off with the island, and then next turn we'll make... I think we'll go for the Drake Hatcher next turn. Although we've got a second red source now. So maybe the right answer is going to be Storm Mentor. And get in for 1. And the next turn we can Drake and Rage. No, we want to try and save the Rage for the Hatcher. So make the Hatcher, make an Otterball, and get in for 2. And they're reading the Hatcher. You don't need to read it. It doesn't do anything. I promise. We're charting a course again. Trying to fill that graveyard. No Oculus in sight. Get it because it's an eyeball, so it's the Oculus. It's in sight. So, Mentor number 2. Otterball. And all of our triggers. Send 4 friends. I'm looking at a Drake Hatcher. I'm going to Flood Maw over there, which is fine. Because we can pump this guy. I'm going to get in for a dozen. And have the ability to make 2 Drakes. See what they can come up with. Kiora. Draw a couple, discard a couple. Make our Drakes, and that's all we needed. And that's the deck. How did we do? Well, of games that I consider actual games, we wound up with an 8-5 record. And I say games that I count as actual games because we did have, of the 16 that I recorded for this video, 3 of them, so roughly 20% of the time, we wound up with bad enough mana that I had to mulligan down to 4 or 3 before I had anything that resembled playable. So if there is a change to be made to the deck, it is fixing the mana, be it either adding more lands or making room for multicolor lands. But as far as the games that we actually played, the deck ran fine. Drake Hatcher was better than I expected it to be. But if I want to play a, pump spell, burn spell, prowess type deck in standard right now, I see no reason why I would stray away from the mouse type decks. Those just seem to run more consistently and present better threats. So, deck was definitely fun, just not what I would take on the ladder. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.